Hi, Gems. Listen, we are here tonight to talk about the show of the Real Housewives of Potomac. I know y'all saw Married to Medicine, but Niecy was busy doing a lot of things, and her baby DJ was sick today, so she put the wrong title. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing the Married to Medicine recap on the revival in Blue Ridge. But for tonight, we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all, please hit that like button. Nisi, Nisi, I was just explaining that you put the Married to
I put
Medicine.
the wrong yeah, I put the wrong
But
title. I
I guess
just saw that. I said, "Wait a minute, both of them say married to Millicent."
yes, and I
I
said,
had
let me.
a long day, y'all.
Yeah,
I was
she
up
did. Her
all
baby
night with my
DJ.
baby.
Yeah, DJ was sick, so I understand that. So we are going to really be doing Real Housewives of Potomac. And tomorrow, y'all, about I'm gonna say 3 o'clock. I got some gossip that came through today that y'all got to know about a very 50 Cent housewife. Let me just tell y'all tonight, y'all. Cynthia and Mike Hill, today is their anniversary. Now I want to know, have Cynthia and Mike Hill's marriage went down the hill? Because Cynthia is moved back to Lake Bailey. And guess what? If you go on her Instagram, you will see that she has removed pictures of Mike Hill off her Instagram. Today, it's their anniversary. No
You
love
think they
post
cel-
from
you think they celebrating?
shoot. They celebrating being apart because Cynthia is back down at Lake Bailey. She done moved back and she have removed pictures of her and Mike off of her Instagram. Okay. Now you know
What?
he's been used to rolling down the hill and cheating on everybody he's been with. And he likes those friends. Hey, Dion. He likes having those friends, okay? So I'm going to be catching y'all up because there's going to be some more updates tomorrow on their relationship. Mike Hill is like, had some praying hands on his Instagram. I don't know if he was praying for Cynthia or somebody else, honey. But Cynthia done went back to Lake Billy. She left her money and everything there. So you guys also, before we start this, y'all know tonight we're doing a panel on Real Housewives of Potomac. And my special guests are going to be Niecy and Nicole. And guess what? We're going to get it cracking and popping up here. So, Niecy, can you please play our new thumbnail for
Oh,
this show? And then we're going to do the inspiration. Hey, Aquarius. Hey, Madame Oracle. I don't know, no pictures on her Instagram. She is done to the done. She's trying to get back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And honey, she has been pimping around town. Isa made it. Hit the like button, y'all. So here we go. Nisi, let's crank it up with the new tonight
okay,
panel.
let me share the screen right quick.
Okay, she gonna share the
You
screen. This is our new
you
tonight.
always catch me off guard.
Okay, so while you looking for that, let me read our inspiration, y'all, because we got to start with this. Okay, um, are you gonna play that first?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What's wrong with it?
It's cut off. This one is cut off.
Okay,
But
that
anyway,
we're gonna get it popping till it's correct. Okay, but here is the inspiration. Your entire life can really change in a year. You just got to love yourself enough to know you deserve more. Be brave enough to demand more. Be disciplined enough to actually work for more. Y'all know that I get up in our this I got it from the Power of Positivity. Y'all, that is on Instagram. We got to start loving ourselves more than we love anybody. Self-preservation. It should become God, you, and then whoever else you love. Love yourself, nurture yourself, date yourself. Now let's get it on and pop it for the Real Housewives of Potomac. It
Okay,
premiered
I got a
last
better
night.
version. I got a better version of it. Let me share the screen.
Okay.
I had to go to ETEAUNCUT's page.
Oh, you can cut it off. All right. Let's get on and popping with the show, okay? All right, y'all. Y'all know we start. Hey, THEEENICOLE. That's our gym, y'all. I know y'all heard her song. And if you haven't, it's in my community page. So y'all better take a listen.
Hey y'all,
Hey, how are you?
I'm great.
Ooh,
How are
we gonna
you?
see how this gonna work, honey. Cause Marcella don't do panels, honey. This something new.
So let me tell you this. We're in DC. Just imagine being in DC in the cherry blossom season. It is so beautiful. It's extraordinarily beautiful. It's a little chilly, but it's beautiful. And Karen comes in her Burberry. Giselle is in her cream. Robin got her red hair looking like a Christmas ornament. And Ashley pops up. What y'all feel about those four ladies being together? And can you tell me why you think those four ladies are together?
I couldn't believe it was Kern and Giselle sitting there and like they all chummy. I'm like, what don't happen in that relationship?
Well,
And then they sitting there talking about Ashley and she tipping up.
oh yeah. What you think, being Nicole?
I think they was there to collect the check.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, this season y'all gonna see them picking sides, and you have seen one side, one solid side, and these are the ladies that are not friends to the show. Okay. Giselle says to Karen, who plays with cancer. Now, this was very sickening to me because we knew in the summertime when Mia was saying she had cancer. How'd y'all feel about that? Because there's real people with cancer, and y'all know my husband experienced that recently.
Well,
Lisa,
Well, I'm not gonna put all the doubt out there that everybody else was. Maybe a lot of people, whenever they get little things like that, or she might not meant to make it feel like it was a whole diagnosis because it's very scary. I was in that situation where I got that call back and needed to go in and get a biopsy. And it was very scary. But I didn't, I don't know. I don't know what her mindset was or what was going on with her, but I feel like
wait a minute. I'm not
you don't
ready.
speak that kind of thing into the universe.
Right.
Like say you having a scare. Don't say that you got the C word without the C word being diagnosed because you can speak things into existence.
Yeah.
okay, is that a shady damn answer or what? Well, Nicole, what you think?
I think that is really messed up because I always say, for one, life gonna have its ups and downs, so the drama's gonna be there regardless. Why make up things or embellish things just for clout?
Okay, so listen.
Yeah, that's
So
what
Giselle
I'm
said who plays with cancer is trying. Karen is trying to have an open mind, right? Karen is trying to, Karen did not say that she thought that Mia was playing around with it. She said it's different. And, She just want to know what can she do for her, because you know what, y'all, if you look at the dates and pull it up, she said she had cancer. She had to go to the John Hopkins and get more testing. Okay. And Karen said she went to Instagram instead of Jesus. So this is like very odd, okay?
I know this
So,
the first thing I did. I was like, y'all ain't finna put this on me. So
oh,
yeah,
Garden Holistic said maybe she was afraid and she didn't know how to explain it.
I'm gonna
Well,
put it on that side before I doubt her. Now, as the season go on, we'll see. I guess whether or not what was the real deal, but
well, a week later, she said it was a scare. A week later, she said it was a scare. Okay,
I
so we
don't
we
know.
can get off of that because that's a touchy subject to me.
It's very touchy.
Y'all
And
know
and
that
if
I've
that
been
was the
through that.
case, that's how it should have been presented in the beginning.
Mhm. Okay, so now we see Ashley creeping up with her hair down, looking brand new because she's supposed to be divorcing Michael. Now, how did y'all feel about that? They were talking about her as she got up there. And then all of a sudden, there was their concernment. Oh, Ashley, you're going through a divorce. Like, so concerned. What did
They
you
were
feel
trying
about
to get the tea. That's all they were trying to get. They weren't concerned about whether or not her and Michael was together. They're just trying to get the tea and the understanding, okay? They were like,
that?
what we need is understanding. But nobody was understanding what's going on with y'all, because
What you thought, Nicole?
I think that is so funny how people forget what they say. Like we can't rewind the tapes because she said, "Well, I said that it was a separation, divorce."
Mhm.
We remember what you said.
But let me tell you something. In fact, in Virginia, you have to be separated for 1 year to get a divorce. That is the law here in Virginia. So, maybe she was trying to be discreet and not explain it. She should have learned from Kim Zolciak lied about cancer. That's right,
where
BJ.
is your scooter?
Yes, Aquarius. Let me see. They was talking all in their face drop when she walked in. That's right. Because I'm gonna tell you something. These women are truly not friends, okay? You know that Giselle got a little nudge on her shoulder because Ashley's still close with Monique.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they're there to what? Collect a paycheck. Okay.
And Ashley has Monique's whole style team now.
And she
Correct.
looked good.
So
She
I
looked
know
good.
they hating.
She looked good. She done glowed up.
Yes,
Yeah.
honey. They got her looking good these days.
Yes.
But
What
she
she
couldn't
call
dress
her?
for nothing.
Makeup machine. That's what Monique calls her makeup artist, the makeup machine. Okay. Now Ashley is buying a house under the LLC. Nisi, do you understand what she's doing?
She want to live. She feel like she can only afford $1 million house, but she want to live in a $5 or $6 million house with Michael's money. So this what's going on in her mind. Like I could get way more if I do it with him, but she don't understand that peace that's gonna come for her not being in the same household with this man. So I think she's making a mistake, but everybody navigate relationships different, and I can't knock her for how she navigating it. I'm saying what I would do. Ain't no way I'm divorcing you, separated, whatever, and we're gonna buy a house together. I just can't see it.
The Nicole.
Um, I just wish that. Well, I hope that this season we watch her develop into her own person and just stand on her own too. Kids change you and they grow you up. So hopefully that's happening. But this
But
first
Michael ain't
decision,
growing up.
yeah,
Ain't
but
he
we
like
gotta
80
X
years
him out.
old?
Yeah, we
He's
gotta
Ain't he
X
like
him
80
70.
out.
years old?
70. He's 70. But let
Like,
me
sit
explain
down
something about
somewhere.
the LLC. And I think that I'm going to talk about the LLC on Friday a little bit. Okay, when you buy a house in an LLC, let me explain something. It means that they've started a new business.
Mm-hmm.
That can be a pro and that can be a con. If anybody ever goes to sue Michael, guess what gets looked at first? All the LLCs. That
And the
means the
asset.
house, the business. If I'm sure he got his business under another LLC, and him and Ashley have started a business. Why do she need an attorney? Because she needs to safeguard that house, meaning that if he ever gets sued and they go after the LLC, that is the first money to go. She needs an attorney. Now, the idea, which it ain't happened yet, the idea is Ashley was supposed to move out of the building and move to the house with the kids, but they're just buying this stuff together. Okay, so let me read you. As the name suggests, an LLC offers the advantage of limiting liability for the members within the company. The members would be Michael and Ashley. It means that the LLC is a separate entity to the person or persons who own the LLC. This is what Chris Collins says. This can be a huge advantage when trying to limit your exposure to lawsuits. But if they decide to divorce and Michael gets vengeful, he can dissolve the business. He can dissolve the LLC, which will put Ashley back out on the street. So if I was she, I would get me an attorney to navigate each and everything, because while they were out there at the picnic at the cherry blossom, she stated that Michael can be vengeful.
And
She's
see, that was her problem, Marcella. She didn't sit down with a lawyer whenever she signed that prenup, because you see now she's saying that there was some language in there that she didn't understand, and
well, the
she better
prenup is
listen to
over.
Uncle Lump. She better listen to Uncle Lump
The
and get her
prenup
an
is
attorney.
dissolved. But guess what? Michael's first wife, honestly, Google it, is getting half of his checks already. His first wife is
And
still
she gonna get half of the half that's left if it were
That's why
me.
he was so adamant about signing the paperwork for her.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna
Ain't
tell
no
you,
way.
I don't know how
How
that's
they
gonna
gonna
work out,
navigate living together and dating? Like, y'all gonna bring people in the house? Like, how you gonna navigate that?
but they're gonna
Especially
bring a
around
lot
him,
of
and because he like the
stories.
grabby.
Well, I'm gonna tell
Right.
you something. I heard that Michael did not want to be filmed this year. Y'all, I hope they not trying to do the okie doke with us to act like they're getting a divorce and he doesn't come on, because this really tapped into his business. What he did, it affected him work wise. People saying they touched him, and it wasn't women, it was men saying this. And he is a businessman, international businessman. And Ashley is sort of kind of afraid that he would go back to Australia. So Ashley better get a lawyer and get him why he is in
And,
Virginia.
and she, all the money going to Australia too, honey. He gonna empty
Yep.
all them bank accounts. She
Look,
better listen to Uncle Lump.
he's gonna do a Tasha K and transfer all the money to Africa, and she gonna be left with $1,083 and back on food stamps. Okay, so she better get a lawyer. She better stop playing with Michael. He gonna stay here for this year, and then he's gonna scat if she ain't watching it. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
she said
A
that Michael could be vengeful. Then we're gonna go to
70-year-old having temper tantrums.
oh yeah,
No.
and I'm gonna tell you something. She just killed me when she stated about he can be vengeful. You know he can be vengeful, then it's time to be vengeful with a state that will help her. Hey, she better listen to her uncle and get a lawyer, correct? She's in the right state to get a divorce because Virginia is a commonwealth state, similar to California.
But what was in the prenup though? Because she
Prenup
was
is
like,
gone after
but
the
she
5 years.
said last night. Did you hear that, Nicole? She said that there was some language in that prenup that she didn't understand.
But it's over. There is no more prenup. There is no more.
So I'm like,
When she had that prenup, it was some language she didn't understand. Right now, the prenup is done. It has expired. And she stayed married to him 3
has it
years after. Hmm?
She might have thought it had, but has it though?
It did. It expired. Just like he wanted to close the restaurant, she threatened him. And guess what? Because that was a part of her, she was trying to get free. And now her part of being free is being on this show, and he doesn't like it. After Ashley had Dean, um, the first child, she did a big change in her life, and he did not like the changes. Remember when they used to be the threesome, foursome? She stopped drinking. She started being more of a mother. And the menage a trois went to a cupcake because she didn't want to bring them
Mhm.
people in. Hey, she better listen to her uncle and get a lawyer. She better. She better stop playing.
But do you believe you got to start out? I mean, hold out how you started out.
Mm-mm. In my marriage, if my husband would have asked me for someone else, we would have cracked it open and we would have cracked his skull open because, I'm not sharing.
But she shared willingly. So like she was the one that started that. Whenever they
Mhm.
got
I think
married, she should have said that we're not gonna do this anymore. We did it when we was dating, but now that we're married, we're not gonna do it anymore. And I think she
And
would
he
have
wouldn't he wouldn't have
went.
stayed with her. He would have divorced her right then.
that's exactly what I was about to say. That's why I said I hope she becomes her own person because you can tell from season one the power differential between them two. And I scream that all the time. She was intimidated by him. She knew that she needed him, but she went about it totally the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something. She's brand new now. She got real Fendi. But I'm hoping, like
But you know
educated female
what?
said, I hope educated female is right. If she's smart, she should have been tucking that money aside. She must be because her mama looking new. Her mama looks good, okay?
Uh-huh.
And she can put down to her mama as the nanny and everything. In that divorce, they would pay the nanny separately. He would have to pay, and then they could put a bond on his business that he can't just jump up and leave and not be paying. So she better get a lawyer. And this is the perfect state to do it. This is Commonwealth. I'm gonna take my husband draws and prosthetic leg. I'm taking
Do
it
you
all.
believe she ain't had like I don't I could believe she ain't had sex with him, but do you believe she ain't had sex at all?
Allegedly, she on and popping with females and males. I mean,
Oh, so maybe that's why
that
Michael mad because she wanted to
that's
do
not
it.
on the show. That's not on the show because what I was hearing was the girls would like to be with her, but then when it was him getting ready to come, they was like, "We're not into pickles or wrinkly things."
Glow sticks.
Right? They wasn't into that.
A wrinkly glow stick at that. I used
Yeah,
to love my glow stick though. I ain't gonna lie.
I want y'all to elaborate on Candace freezing her eggs.
Now this is crazy because I have a little insight on this show and or she be like she want a baby on Wednesday and then Thursday she wake up and don't want a baby.
She wanna go on tour.
Candace, don't have no kids if you ain't ready. Kids ain't gonna say your relationship is just gonna make it harder. We have a went in your ear, okay? So Candace, please don't have kids until you're ready. It's okay if you want to freeze your eggs. So you can have a baby later on in life because you started out a little late in the music industry or whatever. I think that's okay, but I just don't think her and Chris need to be together. They are so toxic.
What you think, the Nicole?
I don't really like how he talks to her. I don't like it at
She
all.
is worse. She worse to him than he is to her because they have kicked Chris down so bad. Between the mama and her have really
Mhm.
humiliated him.
They
And
have.
then the mom says he needs a job, he needs a job. And then when he gets a job, but I told y'all Chris was working at restaurants all the time. He was working at a restaurant we went to. Like I say, he's a fabulous cook. And then when COVID started, he started cooking online and sharing his recipes. And then he went back into the same hotel that who built Ashley's husband. Ashley husband designed that hotel that he is working in, but he is the general manager. And now she's arguing with him because she want him to be off a consistent day in the hospitality. And she's complaining about him working, but you was complaining last year you need to get a job.
But
Which one is
somebody had told me that Chris was also complaining that she was working too much because she was going on tour and did the ultimate girl trip in Thailand and stuff like that. Is it Thailand? Am I saying that right? Um, so it was his complaint also. It's like they just find something to fight about. I'm
that's
like,
ego?
heavily, they the fighting or effing, fighting or effing.
That's
Go
what I was
ahead,
gonna say.
Dean.
Let me clarify what I mean, right? About him, how he talks to her. You can see the resentment in him, like
Mhm.
from everything that has happened. And instead of talking it out or talking about how you feel about different things, it's like they're both holding on to things that they resent. So they snap at each other about things that mean nothing.
Well, he not resenting holding on to that glass of alcohol every minute he get, honey.
I
He
mean,
gotta
during
drink it.
quarantine, I was concerned. He will pop up on live and he will always be down in at the bar in his
In the
house.
house. I guess he
I
woke
would
up
be
and said
like,
it's
what
five
in the
o'clock
world is
somewhere.
going on?
He woke up and said it's 5 o'clock somewhere, y'all. Okay, now let me see. Oh my God.
Allegedly.
Charisse gets introduced to the scene with Robin. Now, Robin says that Charisse is the true grand dame.
Lies.
Well, technically, she did introduce everybody to every.
Lies. I don't care who she introduced who to. If she introduced them to Jesus, that still don't make her nothing, okay?
What you think, Nicole?
Her ideologies are really messed up to me.
Boring.
Yeah. It's like another exaggerator.
Oh, yeah, she exaggerated on him. So Robin says
With
that
her
she's the
iPhone
real
hot
grand.
pocket.
Well, yes. Well, Robin says that, Charisse was the true grand dame. And did y'all notice that this is Robin's real hair that she's showing, but it's red. And y'all know Robin's natural eye color is green. And I said, oh, she's on and popping like a Christmas ornament. I was like, that red hair do not look good on her.
It was given poison ivy.
Ugh, but let me
I,
tell you this.
I said Sharice come in line. I like that color. No, darn well that color don't look good on her.
But what about the 2.5 men Cherie says she got?
I believe it was all half of men's. If she won't get
Good.
them by iPhones from
Mm.
laying on her back, then all of them were halves. Okay.
But y'all notice for Sharice to come on the show, she has lifted her neck a little bit. She has made her breast a little bigger. She got a new wig, y'all. Sharice got a new wig. And she was up there and they were talking about
And it
Robin.
still
She
look
said,
dry.
Robin, when y'all getting married? Now, y'all break it down what Robin said because it was straight foolishness.
You know good and well they did that engagement for the cameras because they told them they need to get married, have a baby. They were going to be kicked off the show. So that's why she running with that engagement part. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think from what I had heard, okay, I'm gonna put it out there. I heard that the hood with the the fiance now, ex-husband, fiance, that he's sleeping with somebody else. Been in a relationship
Allegedly.
for a long time, allegedly.
And what
That
covers?
what somebody told me.
And he got a job too, y'all. What you think, V. Nicole?
I just want them to go on and live their separate lives
Me too.
because it's
I was
like
like, oh,
it's a chore for him to be around her.
Yes.
And I wouldn't want somebody around me and feel like a burden or a headache or like you just can't wait to get out the room or the house away from me.
Yes. And look, he looks unshaven. Juan is a very fine man, okay? He looks dirty. And when he's talking to her, he looks like he's run down and he really don't want to be there. You know,
mm-mm.
hey, but you know what, y'all? This should not be a storyline for Robin because Robin, you're talking about Ashley shouldn't get no house with her husband and all this kind of stuff. Well, once Robin and Juan got a divorce, do you know that they moved in with her mother after they moved in with her mother after they lost the big mansion, and then they moved to Baltimore to a townhouse, and now they built this house and they live in there together. So you got a divorce and never left Juan, and Juan never left you. So they never lived separately. I don't understand that. Thank you, Miss CC. I'm here, sis. Miss CC here for you, girl. Y'all, please like and subscribe. Go over there and join the Nicole's page. She is glow up, and y'all really got to
And
go see
she
her
finna
comedy.
get us one of these backgrounds together.
Oh yeah, y'all. So I just felt like listening to Robin and Sharice. My brain cells was just like burning out, y'all. So now we say we're going to get to. I want y'all to bust it down. Mia's rental property. Baby, I got your water already. It's in the refrigerator. Come on home. All right, bye. I gotta go.
Listen,
And
y'all.
the
Uh,
fake $10,000 a month mansion.
like I'm like to myself, why would anybody put $65,000 in upgrades in a house you rent?
That's a
How
lie.
much sense did that make?
That's a lie. You cannot rent nobody's house and just change the whole decor in somebody's house. And then your mortgage is $10,000. Now, I believe her mortgage is more than $10,000 now because a lot of landlords went up with their mortgages. She did not change this man's house. She did not change this man's house. Now, I'm
Like, I
a real.
don't understand why she just like bold-faced lie. Like, girl, just say you in a rental or Airbnb.
She said she's in
The
a
shit
rental.
show, and it's a rental. Like, boom. Like, why you got to embellish and say do you spent 65,000 on upgrades?
It's a 6-month rental. That means once this show was airing, she was leaving. She's not
And it's
staying
like
there.
I don't understand putting that kind of money in a rental property. I just
Well,
don't.
let me explain something to you as well. Um, Ever since she came out with her little scandal that her and her husband is broke now, this would be the reason why they're leaving the mansion. They're not in there no more.
Like, if you broke, why are you gonna spend the money to furnish a whole rental and do all of that whenever you don't know what you're gonna be in next? What you gonna do with the furniture?
Some rental houses that's in that capacity comes with furniture already.
I hope so, because it makes no sense to me to put any money into buying things for something that I'm not gonna be living in long term.
Now, the
Only
Nicole,
thing I'm saying is the toilet seats. Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
it.
I'm gonna let the Nicole, you talk about it, and then I'm gonna add on. You bring up from the how did after you talk about the mansion, you talk about the rest of the scenes. I'm gonna follow you.
To be honest, nothing's really popping off just yet, so I don't want to get too far ahead. But as far as this house, it's like, again, why embellish or exaggerate things that are public knowledge that people can find out? I mean, we already watching the show, so just give us something real to watch. Isn't this reality TV?
Mm.
Why put on? You've been on. This is not your first season. So it's like, do you want to be known for the lies, or can we get to know who you are? Like,
But she got busted last year in a lot of lies, lying about
yeah,
her husband's age and a whole bunch of stuff. And they're also into the threesome. Gordon happens to like white women. That came out of Mia's mouth herself.
it's like if you want to be an actress, they do have a lane for the actresses.
Right, right. All right, and look, so they get in there, and then her mother comes in. Granted, y'all, Mia mother is there with Mia's biological sister, and her brothers are there. And Mia just says, "This is my niece and nephew." She doesn't tell you that's her biological sister.
And this the sister that she don't like because the mama take care of her kids.
Correcto? Correct. But she doesn't introduce her sister. She bypasses them and she introduces the children. And then her mama comes up there. And I'm going to tell you, y'all, this is the time the producer said, ask Mia about her breast cancer. And the
Mm.
mother goes and asks Mia, and did you see Mia's face? Did you see Mia's face? Like, did you see how angry she got underlined that mom had asked her a question? Did you see it?
Looks like
Y'all,
the face of somebody trying to hide something.
the producers are going to be pushing people to say things that they may not be comfortable saying, but it's going to come out. And guess what? Mia has vengeance on her mama this year as her storyline. Her storyline is going to be really toxic against, I already know. Her mother is her storyline again to move her from the cancer story. So we're going to see that later on in the show. But she told her mom, "Don't worry, they found 2 lumps." And she was thrown off guard when her mother asked her that on film, and you can tell her mother felt very uncomfortable asking her that.
Mm-hmm.
So Mia was upset with that. So Mia went over to Karen, like, "I'm doing the show. I'm going over there with Karen." And Karen was being a little phony as well. Let me tell you something. Karen said that she got her breasts done. And they're hers. They're all natural. Well, they're hers because she has the receipt.
She bought them babies.
She has the receipt. So if outside of the skin is Karen's, inside it could be anybody's, okay? Plastic. That's what I'm saying. So I'm
Not
just saying that.
anybody's.
Hmm,
I said not anybody's.
yes, but Karen looks good. Karen do need a little bit nip and tuck in her face. You can see that Karen is aging in her face. You can see it. And so,
But
but
why not age gracefully though?
age gracefully, because you know what I noticed about rich black people that is in the public eye, they feel like they need a nip and tuck all the time. And it
And
doesn't make any sense.
I don't like that because people really take for granted going on under that propofol, okay? It ain't nothing to play with. You ain't guaranteed to wake up. So I
Hey,
don't understand all these elective surgeries. Like I got picked on, I don't know how much for having a big old butt in school. Now people are literally dying
to get
to
that
get
butt.
one.
But Nicole, go ahead and tell what you feel about that whole scene about the mom and everything.
Just like I said, it makes my head hurt. Like, one person that you shouldn't be lying to is your mama. So you know your mom gonna come and tell it all. So why start the lie? Because in order to cover up a lie, you got to tell another lie and tell another lie till at this point you're gonna look a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as Karen, I love Karen. She got to keep it tight and right because her Mister he like stepping.
He can't do nothing with Kern.
I want to show y'all how Mia looked before all her plastic surgery.
Oh, she's a
That
totally different person.
that is Mia
That's going too far. I
before,
can't recognize you.
and that's Mia's sister.
She's beautiful.
That's Mia's
Well, I'm
earlier picture.
sorry. I might be a little slow because when I was watching it and I saw the family members, because I've taken a little time out from Potomac and I'm just now like coming back, and I was looking, and I was like, "Is she black? She's black." I
And
did not think that she was black.
Who?
Mia.
Mia is black with short hair.
I
They are
learned. I was yesterday years old.
they are tracks. I just need you to know.
they be going in there getting that lasers and getting that melanin taken out their skin. Honey, I'm trying to hold on to every bit of my melanin, okay? Because it's fading with age. And I don't understand it, but you know, that's a whole nother topic.
Well, that's how Mia looked as before Gordon. Okay.
Is she trying to turn herself into what Gordon likes?
I'm gonna tell you something. Have y'all seen Gordon's wife?
What she like too? She was real light skinned.
Let me show you Gordon's wife. Gordon Thornton's ex-wife.
Honey, Marcella be having her phone working over there for her. Yeah,
This is
she's
his ex-wife.
fair skinned.
That is
But
his
she's
ex-wife,
in the
and she
church,
lives
right?
down the street from here in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. And what's so funny,
Mm.
Miss Deborah Poole has the credentials that Mia has adopted. She is a professional Southern woman. Okay. And I don't know, but if I was told in North Carolina, if you're cheating with someone's husband, you can be sued. Come on, Miss Poole. We waiting for that child. We waiting. So I'm going to tell you now we get to Wendy and bar none, bar one. With Peter Pumpkin Ita. Y'all know it was rumored that Peter hit Giselle. And I ain't talking about with a two-piece. But anyway, Wendy sits down there in the restaurant and she's asking Peter about opening up a Nigerian lounge. And she said she wants it for children, people 2 and 4. And so, she was asking Peter how much money he need to have. You need to have. So Peter was like, nobody wants to have no children around when you're getting messed up. He didn't say the word messed up. He said effed up. He said, but I'm getting ready to open up a restaurant in the Arbor, and that is in Maryland, right? And he tells her, you can get 20%. And the restaurant is $1.5 million. And 20% mean you would invest $300,000. And Mia is looking all over the place like, 300 million. Oh, I don't think Eddie gonna let me do that. Listen, girl, Eddie ain't gonna let you do that because you're probably just getting in the black right now. Just
Listen,
there.
I had a whole lot to say about this scene in my mind.
Okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
I'm like, why would anybody invest any money with Peter? He has a history of not doing his businesses right. Like,
Scam.
girl, give me the
Good
$300,000 if you want to give it to somebody. Okay, ain't no way I will open nothing with Peter.
Did
I
Peter
think Peter is a
run
good
Cynthia her money? Did Peter run Cynthia her money?
Probably not.
I'm quite sure that he did, or we would hear about it. I think Peter is his businesses are open.
Okay. Didn't you hear Peter said you would not see a return on your money for 22 months, 18 to 22 months?
And in that time, he could close.
Correct.
But I mean, with a business, you have to give to get.
Honey, I ain't giving Peter $30, much less 300,000. Okay.
Peter, I'm on your side.
Oh, well, tell me why you on Peter's side. Because he fine, because he's Jamaican.
Not just that.
He's sexy.
Not just that, but his businesses are running multiple, not one, more than one. So I mean, yeah, it started off a little rocky back then, but his businesses are running though.
Is the bar none in Georgia open?
I don't know
No.
about that one,
Mm-mm.
but I know he has a spot in Miami.
Yeah, he got one
That's
in Miami.
running.
Is the bar none in North Carolina open?
Listen,
No.
I know.
Honey,
I
that
just
was
know
a
about
raggedy
Miami.
little place.
You said what?
It was raggedy. Okay.
Which one?
I
The one in
went,
Georgia?
The
the
one in
one in North
Atlanta was
Carolina.
raggedy. It was in a bad area.
Like,
Oh,
I thought it was gonna be something upscale, because you know how that be light and stuff, making it look good on TV.
mhm.
Yeah, I rolled up in there and I thought, hey, let's go to the hole in the wall. Okay. Cause honey, that's what it looked like. Had that green turf.
And Apollo and Peter also started a home building business. Did that last long?
Was that Peter or was that Apollo?
Yeah, both. You put two scammers together, what you get?
Scammer.
Allegedly.
Honey, my look,
That's what it is. They was in the news, child. They was in the news about that business.
I wouldn't trust pizza with no kind of corn. Okay, none. Cause
Go
you know
ahead and speak of it.
he the one told Todd how to get his money. You know what I'm saying? By opening all these businesses, and you know you should get a certain percentage of her check because you own the thing and you ain't getting paid. And so this who taught Todd how to hustle. Todd.
I gotta do a little more research. I ain't gonna give up on
Well,
Peter.
I'm going to tell you, Peter had a coffee business that expired in 2015. Peter Thomas shares an update on his coffee business, 2015.
It
After
seemed like he
launching,
stayed into it long enough to get the investors' money. Then he got
wait a minute, Peter Thomas coffee business. Okay, Peter Thomas owner, okay. You don't have that business no more. No more.
let's
Then he
see.
took Cynthia's money to buy some property. Let me see that Peter Thomas. Did Peter Thomas pay Cynthia Bailey back her money? She also agreed to give up all rights and interest in Peter's restaurant. The deal had Peter paying back money within 36 months. Star Cynthia Bailey drops a 170K lawsuit against her ex. And why she did that? She did that because Mike Hill told her to. So he never paid Cynthia her money. Oh, he got a 4-star, okay, in Charlotte, North Carolina. When was that, Niecy? What day is that on? Because that's not open.
A month ago.
Oh,
So
okay.
evidently he opened it back up.
Because it was closed. It had closed for COVID.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give up on it yet.
Okay.
I mean, it was popping in there. Don't get me wrong. It was popping in there because people were wanting to be around the people that come to the club. It was popping in there. It was full, but I'm telling y'all, when I walked in there, I was like, is this the front part? You know how like they have them little restaurants where you got to say a password to get in, like a speakeasy. I was thinking like, the other part was in the back somewhere.
Okay, Nicole, I want to hear how you felt. Ashley went over to her brother's house. You break that down for us. I got to hear it.
I just really want her to grow up. I want her to grow up. I want her to grow up. Like I don't feel like it's no more to say about her. Like, and it's sad because she's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful girl. She could have so much going for her, but to just stop and rely on somebody else and then cry to so many people like you're the victim about things. Like, I just want her to grow up. You have to grow up. You got two boys. And I don't care what nobody say, boys are different from girls. So I just want her to grow up and be her own person.
Mm. Let me tell you something. What I didn't like is that when she came in there, her brother started asking her question. They was eating, Mexican food out of containers. And the brother was saying, how's your divorce going? And she said, well, she was embarrassed to tell her family that they buying a house, the deal. Her brother was like, you need to get a lawyer. You need to stop playing with him. You're allowing him to dictate what you're going to have after your divorce. So he said, well, who is doing this agreement? And she said, Michael. And she was just like embarrassed that she was still letting Michael control her. You know, Karen feels that Ashley has learned how to play the game. I feel like Ashley wish her marriage could work, and she's
I
willing to
think
take
she
it
loves
easy.
him.
No, I think she wants to take it easy on Michael, but Michael is a hard ball player, and Michael is going to rock her and disturb her. Do you understand me? Because he knows how she feel. Ashley has taken a lot of things from Michael. All the accusations, being caught with women, being caught doing inappropriate things. Ashley has took enough embarrassment. But that's like I said in the beginning of our show, you got to love yourself. See, Ashley got to love herself. And you know what? She's comparing what she has with Michael and comparing what she has with her own family. She don't need no $5 million house. She don't need no $1 million house. Ashley needs a nice single family home for her and her sons. And, just live moderately, because, just because you can afford $1 million home doesn't mean you buy a home. She has to leave room for things to happen. And she's not doing that. She still wants to show. I mean, Ashley better think wisely and listen to her family. She's been damaged by him. So she needs to open her eyeballs up. So the next,
Hold on, hold on. Can I say
Like
one thing?
daddy.
yeah,
And she needs to do it quick because, like I said, she has boys.
yeah,
So they will be learning how to treat women. So you don't want to make more Michaels.
right. But he won't even watch the kids without a nanny. The
Right.
nanny must be there. If he has the kids and she's out, but you notice that now that they're separated, Ashley gets to do a little bit more things out. So I want y'all to break it down. You two to break it down about the spring fling party. Everybody can't say.
What about Giselle and trying to pick out outfits with her daughters?
That was so boring. I don't even want to talk about it. They talk about her wardrobe is so outdated that it's redundant.
It's like the girls picked out an outfit that would look cute on them, not somebody that enter into geriatric stage. Okay, that outfit didn't look good on her at all. It would look good on somebody younger, probably, but she can't dress to save her life. Y'all, I'm usually never this shady about people on the show, but for some reason, these women on
All of
Potomac
them need
brings
stylists.
out the shade in me, okay?
All of them need stylists. Every last one of them.
Well, I
None of
will
them.
say Ashley been looking better since she's been working with dude. She's been looking a little bit better. I still question some of the stuff she has on, but she look a whole heck of a lot better than she been looking in previous seasons. Now
Mm,
Giselle, I just think the girl colorblind.
mm. And them
Like them
wigs,
green eyes
honey, she
on
be wearing.
colorblindness.
Them
Like, cause
wigs she be wearing is ugly too, honey. And
ooh,
Giselle
just
got a nice hair, okay?
Is it just me, or does it still seem as though her kids don't want to film with her?
like that was slow walking in there, girl. Like, don't try to pay us no attention because we mic'd up, girl.
Because it's
They're
not like the
beautiful.
normal. You know how kids get to preteen and older and they kind of want to do their own thing. It's never
Mhm.
been just that. It's been really kind of like we don't want to be around you.
Well,
I
they're beautiful girls. And guess what? I don't think they like their mother. They don't want her to embarrass them on the show.
I
Right.
don't think they like her choices in men.
Right.
No,
Like,
not even their
so
own father.
but them girls are beautiful now. If her
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Jamal
yes.
ain't never did anything
And I
right,
love
they
their
made some
names.
beautiful girls.
I love their names too. What's their names,
Hmm.
Nisi?
Adore and what's the other one name?
Grace,
Door and who?
Grace,
Grace and Adore.
and who else?
I don't remember the other one name right
What's
this
the other
minute.
one? What's their name? Nicole.
Adore and is it?
Sorry to that girl.
I ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You look it up. You look it up.
What's the
Okay,
movie?
so
I got us. I got us. I'm about to look it up.
yeah. So they go to the spring fling. And when they get there, it's a little chilly, like I told y'all, and they got the windows open. And I love going up to that restaurant. You walk upstairs and it's outside. And then you walk Delilah. Delilah. All of
Delilah.
Delilah, all the names come from the Bible.
It's
Wait a
not
minute.
Delilah. It's Angel.
It's Angel. I know it
Okay,
started
it's
with an A.
Delilah. It's one named Delilah.
It says her daughters Adore, Grace, and Angel.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay. All right, look, but all the names come it reference the Bible.
Yeah,
It
like Angel
reference
better
the
than
Bible.
Delilah, because
Yeah.
Delilah.
I know both of their names start with an A, but I couldn't remember the other one for some reason.
Wow, y'all. How did y'all feel about the event, the ambiance in the event? Did you feel like it was over the top?
I couldn't like I'm an event planner. So I couldn't figure out why they had them balloons randomly on that board. Like it was just balloons like hanging. Like I'm like, who in the world decorated this thing? Like I don't
Professionals,
know.
very
It's
elegant
like
professionals, and guess what? Production paid for that.
To
She
me,
did
it
not.
looked
they
very
had
last.
to. 'Cause I wouldn't have paid for that.
Production, they paid for that.
To
So
me,
it
it
was
looked very last minute.
it was to me, it was very last minute. To me, it's not as elegant as it should have been. Nobody had a dress attire. Really Karen came in as a casual upscale and everybody else was really dressed and Giselle was not upscale. And Gordon and Mia was overdressed to me.
Like a
Ashley was
hodgepodge.
overdressed to me.
A
But whenever
hodgepodge.
you say
But wait a
spring,
minute now. Katie came up in that thing. Green eyes and bald headed. You ain't
I ain't
see
even pay
Katie.
no mind.
Katie grabbed um Uncle Ben's butt. Karen's husband's butt.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
She grabbed Karen's husband's butt. Guess what? Our favorite designer was up in that piece, Riley Knox.
Wow.
Riley Knox was up there. Now you know that Riley Knox started making a
Vivian
lot.
also is a designer.
Who?
Vivian. They put it as
Oh yes, yes,
caption.
my girl Vivian was in there.
Mhm.
Vivian was in there first, and then I really wish Vivian would have joined the show, but y'all, she's a world traveler. I know her. Vivian is everything, okay. And then we had Riley
Honey, she
Knox.
always talk.
She's very elegant, and she said that, girl, I'm not with that foolishness. I can't be with that foolishness. She said Nigerian. You know what? For her to be in there, and her and Wendy are Nigerian. She is set on not embarrassing her culture, her country, her family. Vivian is very, very, outgoing, and she does a lot of things that Wendy cannot do. But y'all don't know the history behind Wendy and Vivian. Not long ago, Vivian had a charity. And this is true, all true. And Karen was also on the charity. And they said that allegedly Wendy stole the call list of all the prominent people. It's true.
Hmm.
What you say, Nisi? You muted yourself.
I said, I heard it, girl. I was trying to
She
whisper.
stole she stole the donors list, and it had all the prominent people from DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Wendy took it. I remember that. It was all over the vlogs. Yeah. Honey. So Vivian has not really been, talking Ebu, not to her. But Mia kept saying that she did not do it. She did not do it. She did not do it. But
Word
Candace
on the
was like,
curve.
when Candace did not like Mia, she said, yes, you did. Because that was when Mia was coming on the scene and did not know anyone. And this donor list was so important, y'all. Let me tell you how important it was. That it told Vivian what the person donated last year. So if they donated $50,000, Vivian knew that she could call that person on that list and said, last year you helped us with a grand contribution. Could y'all help me this year? She had prominent people's addresses and phone numbers up there and what they donated. And it was gone. They had more copies, but the copies that they gave for Karen, Candace, and Mia, I mean, not Mia, Wendy, it was gone. It was gone. So you'll see Vivian, but you're not going to see her all up in Wendy's face. Okay. You're going to see a lot of Vivian. I believe, I don't know, some things didn't make the cut. They went to a baseball game. They did a lot of stuff with Vivian being there. But I don't know if Vivian is going to be really communicating with Wendy. But
Mm.
inside of this restaurant, y'all, when Mia and Gordon comes in, Giselle just can't wait to soak her teeth down inside of Mia. Did y'all hear when Giselle said, is that what cancer looked like or no?
I thought that was so mean spirited. Like, you could say how you feel without coming off like that. She knew they was gonna get a reaction out of me.
It
Let
sure did.
me say one thing about Giselle. I would say this woman is one of the smartest women in reality TV on how to play the game. Let me finish. This girl has gone through how many seasons, and we still don't know her. Her storyline is always everybody else. Okay. Like, when has she had like a true storyline that we could say that had meat and potatoes? Like, that girl had been able to scoot by without giving us none of her business. Okay. That's why
And
I call her being smart, because she ain't
she
never got
managed
deep
to
down
keep
in
she
her business.
managed to keep Robin there too.
This is the thing that makes me mad about her. She's those people that that throw the rock and hide their hand and become the victim. She can say
Mm-hmm.
whatever, however, about whatever to everybody else, but as soon as she's the topic, it's a major problem the world has to stop. She is such a beautiful person. Like, physically, she is a beautiful person, but her actions and her attitude make her so hideous.
Honey is oozing out that neck. That's what's going on. Like, she's so miserable in life. You look at her being a gorgeous woman. Back in the day, that's all they used to talk about: light skin with the different color eyes. That's all dudes wanted. And I think she really clung to that. Like, I don't think she lived up to the potential she could have lived up without just depending on her looks and being eye candy on a man's arm.
That's
You
how
know
she
what I'm
got.
saying?
That's how she got. But and
Like,
they can't keep the man.
right. So it's like, in that aspect, I don't understand her. Maybe she'll start over dating more whenever the girls get out of the house. I don't know. But
But by
I will
then,
say she's smart for getting the check that she's getting and ain't spilled none of her real tea.
when she get ready to
Child.
date, when she get ready to date, by then all the karma will be cycling back around.
Mm-hmm. You said that, Sonny. Well,
Well,
go
oh
ahead.
my God. In a nutshell, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen this season. It's gonna be a question of colorism again. It's gonna come up about the colorism. Are we gonna see colorism? It's gonna be Ashley still stirring the pot. She's gonna be the pot stirrer. She's gonna be with everybody to get everybody's info. We're gonna see that Sharice is gonna kick it up a notch by going for who she needs to go for. She's gonna definitely go for the grand dame. We're going to see that the girls take a trip to New York, and you're only gonna see the light women. So,
Listen, what happened between Wendy and Giselle that she shrugged her off like that? Because I didn't watch none last season.
well, you know that every year they come after someone's marriage. And this time, the target was on Eddie and Wendy last year. Now the
Okay.
target is on Karen this year. So then the target before that was Monique. Then the target also this year is going to be Chris and Candace. So y'all, I know a lot that happened, and I'm just going to put a plug in it right now. But just
Mm-hmm.
believe every cast member is going to get a letter from Marcella this year. And in
I
case
can't
y'all
wait.
missed it, earlier today I came on with a letter for Mia Thornton. Y'all might want to take a look because I am
Mhm.
up to date on what is occurring with Gordon family, occurring with everything that's going to pop off. And guess what? She only threw water on Mia. She missed, but Karen was sitting right next to her, and Karen is just looking. Some of this, y'all, is going to look very planned, but at the end, y'all will see, and I will break it down every week because I know I have been journaling all summer on things that's been going on with them. So we
Child.
are in for a ride this year. This year of Potomac might be the best year they've ever had.
Mhm. I
Everything
heard
will be tested.
I'm telling you, some of the stuff I heard, I was like,
Yeah, but I don't want to drop the tea. Remember, I told y'all I couldn't wait till Potomac come on. I know some juicy, juicy tea.
see.
I
Yeah,
can't wait to see all of this unfold.
yeah, it's gonna unfold, and Sharice is gonna try to keep up because Sharice is a friend to the show. Now, one thing y'all didn't know, where y'all not gonna know, but the Potomac wives don't get paid a lot.
Mm-mm. They don't get paid like the Atlanta cast did. Because they ain't never, had Atlanta numbers, but I think they're gonna have like maybe first season Atlanta numbers this year. Thank
Well,
you, honey. And you want to
I'm
know
gonna
what I
tell you,
use?
they're going to be popping this season. I'm going to let y'all know as things drop. I got a letter for Jahel, because Jahel been pussy popping all over the place, y'all. And y'all are going to be
And
shocked.
she always the one that want to drop
But
the tail
guess
about
what?
somebody cheating. Whenever
Cynthia,
you should have been looking at what old boy was doing. You
but
know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Don't nobody
Amen.
like that.
Cynthia has
Amen.
approved. Cynthia has approved on her ex-husband messing with anybody he wants. Now, let me
Who
say this before I
did
go,
that?
y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all this before I go. In case y'all, there was a black tie event and Sheree and Martell was in attendance. So was the queen of the DMV. She was there, and honey, there was a lot that was going on. Martell is
Oh, she called Miss Alice.
look, look. Martell was trying to jump on anything with money. Any woman he was trying to be entertaining and everything. Martell was
That boy
working
got child
the room.
support.
He was
He need
working
to
the
take care of
room.
them
No, Mel
kids.
didn't want child support from Martell. They
He need to
agreed.
be doing something for the kids.
Well, when he has them, he pay. When she has them, she pay. That's how their divorce was.
Well, she better get it because then Knox gonna get that 49%. Okay.
Well, y'all, I'm telling y'all, it is heating up with Gordon and his family. They are not playing with Mia. They said you don't want the real truth to come out. I said, spray it on me, honey. Spray the truth.
Speaking of spray, somebody said my skin looks good. All I use on my
It's
skin
the
is
Gordon
a cleanser.
fisherman. It's the Gordon fisherman. Y'all better go watch
The
my
only thing
video
I
for
use on my
today.
skin, y'all, is a lauder for cleansing
Oh, I use
and
Monique's.
Flawless Glow Toner by Monique Samuels. This stuff
Miller
is
Eve.
having my skin glowing.
And
Okay.
you'll love it. It has rice. It has rice. It has, y'all will love her glow. When I go when I go to the beach, I always use that on my neck, on my face, and everything. I'm trying to still let my face clear up. Anyway.
Y'all see that my Gucci bags turned into a no name bag today because I've been up all night and all day.
Yeah, I'm coming back tomorrow about let's say 4 o'clock with some gossip. Some gossip about the economy. Cause y'all know that they've been dropping bombs. You know that guy in Korea is, I mean, not Korea. He's been acting crazy. Still today he shot bombs off 3 times over by
Mhm.
Japan.
Yeah,
Y'all,
and that really is nerve wracking because I got a whole
North
child
Korea.
on that country.
Yes,
So
y'all, we better start praying because somebody is trying to kick off a civil war. But I want to tell y'all this good news, and I don't want to wait for tomorrow. Brittany Griner may possibly 97% be home by the end of this year. So they
yeah,
are
Richardson
working
went
on
over
that.
there.
Yeah,
Richardson got a whole lot of pull over there, and he went over there. And the Biden administration was mad because he went over there and said
well, I'm gonna
that's
talk
not the
about that
proper
tomorrow.
channel,
I'm gonna talk.
huh?
I'm gonna talk about all that good gossip tomorrow. at 4
Oh,
o'clock, y'all.
and another thing y'all need to look into, China and Taiwan. China's being real aggressive, like they want to take Taiwan.
Yeah, you know what? They're being aggressive. They're telling Putin, you couldn't take Ukraine. We're going to show you how it should be done. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the United States is going to get involved. If they get
Yes,
involved, y'all, we could have a World War III on our hands. So we need to stay in prayer. This is serious. This is no joke. Um, Tomorrow I'm gonna be popping off with some real news. I'm gonna be popping off with some reality news. What's going on? You know, we got a lot of people separating in this in on reality TV, and our celebrities, they are breaking down, breaking out, they are leaving. Okay. So, you know, I'm not gonna
what
ever
who was
touch.
that last couple that broke up? I couldn't believe. Oh, Tia Mari
Yep.
and her husband. I was like,
Yep.
oh my
And she had
god.
an ironclad prenuptial agreement. He will walk away with nothing.
She had a lawyer.
He will walk away with nothing. Y'all know she met him at the bus stop. She was driving past and saw him, and they fell in love. Y'all pray for Brittany Griner's wife. She is out there speaking out. She is reminiscing. She's keeping any updates on Brent. Yes, there
Yes.
is. Oh, Nene came out today. She let everybody know that
Let me
she
share that
wanted
right
to
quick. Go
she
ahead
wanted
though.
she wanted to tell us in her own time when Brent had got better. Brent is currently having difficulties with his speech. He is in rehab. She says she doesn't want to tell us where she was, how it happened, but she does want to tell us that the doctors can't find out why he had this heart attack and stroke. She also says that he was not on drugs, he doesn't have HIV, he wasn't drinking or any of that. They don't know where it come from. Yes, please play it.
Tons of text messages, tons of emails. Everybody's asking and concerned about Brent, and we thank you guys so much. This is not the way I wanted it to come out. We wanted to be able to talk about it ourselves when Brent was in a better place. Um, so here I am, because I would rather the correct thing be out there than something that's not correct. 2 weeks ago today, Brent had congested heart failure and a stroke. He's only 23, so he's really young for something like that to happen to him. The first thing, a lot of doctors think of when someone that age come in with that kind of condition is maybe they have done drugs, or maybe they have some serious infection, maybe HIV or some sort of infection, is what I'm being told by the doctors. Brent doesn't drink or do drugs. And obviously they've tested him for all of those things. They also tested him for HIV. They were thinking that maybe he had caught COVID and he didn't know that he had COVID. They did see, the doctors are saying they did see some things like that happen if they caught the Delta variant. And hey guys.
So yeah, y'all, please put Brent up in your prayers. He really, really needs it. Um, to me, whenever I hear somebody that young having that type of problem, sometimes they had an undiagnosed illness that they've had from a baby. Sometimes they don't catch that stuff until something like this happens. So it just made me think he has something congenital, because my nephew died of heart failure, and I think he was 21, if I'm not mistaken, 20 or 21. and it was from an undiagnosed type thing he had since he was born. So, a lot of times, you know, I was thinking it was the older son. I didn't
No, it's
think it was
Brent.
Brent.
And
I
y'all
was like,
please
oh
pray
my
for her
God.
because people I know who know her says she comes out to go to the store. She doesn't want to leave Brent anywhere. Her life has completely slowed down. She doesn't want to talk to people. But she said it was so many calls and texts coming in that, she wanted to direct the narrative. She didn't want people making up stuff about her son. And she lost Greg and she cannot lose her son. So
Nobody's too young, nor is Tony.
I'm asking the prayer warriors to please pray for her. She's sad. She's very sad and she's put everything on the back burner for her child as she should.
Mm-hmm.
We need to pray. But y'all, I got a lot of news to tell y'all what's going on these YouTube streets as far as celebrities and what's going on in world news and how we should be rolling up our money. Y'all know we're 1 week away before the Federal Reserve will tell us whether they're lifting again, that they're going to bring the numbers up on the I'm so sleepy, y'all. Y'all just do not know I be in bed at this time. They're gonna raise the rates again. So y'all, I'm asking y'all to prepare. It's gonna be a very cold, cold winter. Um, they have the meteor area has put out how much snow people are going to have. Lots of snow this year. So get your snow tires, get everything you need. Y'all stay in prayer, stay warm, keep your electric bills paid up. Um, and I'm definitely gonna come back. Nicole, I thank you for being a guest. I'm very excited. This is the really first time that I've had a panel that was a planned panel. It was fun. I liked it. You know,
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me. You know
I
I
like
love
I liked it.
y'all.
But y'all, please go over there and get on the Nicole's page, like and subscribe. We have to support everyone. We got to keep ourselves entertained. We got to have laughter. We got to have love. We got to love one another and we got to love ourselves. So that is the most important thing for me. I will be on tomorrow.
Marcella,
Yes.
what did I tell you whenever you said you want to do a panel?
Mm-hmm. Now,
Whole ensemble. I was like, girl, how you gonna do a panel? Like,
mm-hmm.
you used to the flow. But I
Yeah,
think you did pretty good. Like, I
you
got to
get
work over talking people because I do have tendency to do that.
you get
So it's
excited.
something that I'm working on. But yeah, y'all. Nicole is she just so laid back and chill. Like I love
Yes,
her for that.
yes.
Like,
I have the good gossip because I'm gonna tell y'all, I keep my ears to the ground, and I call in everybody I might know who's hanging out with these folks. You hear me? But y'all, that's another thing. We have 29 days before the election. Election is in 29 days. Make sure you register. Y'all, we need certain people in them seats. We need Stacey Abrams Warnock. And guess what? In the polls today, Mr. CTE man, Hershey, walk him out of here. He has dropped substantially in the polls. He has dropped. So let's hope that Georgia is on fire to go ahead and put our aces in their places. So y'all, I love y'all. I'm not lying. I'm going to take a shower and pass out because it's way past my bedtime. And I'll be asleep by 9:09, honey. And it is 9:27. And I'm seeing stars. I see two Nicoles. I see two Nieces. And I see my super sniper Marva. I see you on these YouTube streets, y'all. I love you. Bye.